Hello everyone, I am the HalfWit Brit and this is Manor Lords, and as you can see the crops are looking ready. Basically we are in August, so September is the month of harvest, or at least the beginning of harvest, so that's something we're going to be looking into today. We do have a lot of fields to harvest, as you can see. There's some over there as well in the background, with the exception of these darker coloured ones here because we messed up slightly, but hopefully we can get those planted next time. So that'll be the focus of the episode for the Black Forest. Over in Blutfeld, we're obviously doing quite well. Everything's going to plan over here. We got the church that's about to be built. So once that's done, we can level up a couple of the buildings to level 2, which will give us another development point, which we can further invest into animals because we have the rich resource over here for animals. So it makes sense to do so. After that, we need to start thinking about getting a manor over here because that unlocks policies which will allow us to increase the production rate of the animals on the rich deposit by, I think it's 50%, because we won't be farming over here, so we may as well switch that. So we're going to work towards that end. And over in the Iron Vale, well, we placed 2 or 3, I think it was 3 burgage plots in the end with vegetables on. As you can see sort of down here, we're currently in the process of building a forester because I want to start growing some trees out here in this sort of area that I'm not using, and I may develop this area a little bit more into vegetable gardens much like this. So we may use this space. It's currently where we are chopping trees at the moment, but now that land is gone, we may need to move this wood industry a little bit further away from town. And finally in Mamusio, yeah, because we have so many areas now, it's quite a lot to keep an eye on. As you can see, the orchards are doing quite well here. We got the level 3 burgage plots on these, so hopefully they have enough storage. I really can't wait to see how many apples this produces, and if it works well enough, I may see if we can build an even bigger one. That may be something we look forward to in the future. But yes, as it stands, we'll just see how that one goes. Anyway, let's crack on. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pause the game. We're in August, and I remember, which is not like me, that I did unassign some of the ox from these farmhouses, so I'm just going to put those in. I think it was just these 2, if I remember correctly, but always best to double check. And especially with this new one here, did we actually put anything in it? We did. Okay, so we got 2 families in this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start assigning all the spare families that we've got, and we're going to start kind of the process early because some of these fields are looking just about ready. I mean, I'm not too sure how quickly we'll switch over to September, but as long as we load up our farmhouses ready, we should be in a good place. Haha, we've run out of people already. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Let me just check that. Did we do this one? We didn't. Wow, we are really short of people. Okay, we got some things to think about here. The large storehouse, I'm not messing with that. We have that kiln. We'll take 1 family out of there, 2 out of that one. We're not doing too bad for fuel, 15 months, so I'm not too fussed about that. How are we doing currently? Are we on total? Yes, yeah, we got plenty of timber, so we can pinch those guys. So I don't even know why I could just hold my finger down and see where people are at. Do we have anyone in the windmill? No, that is done. The malt house, we currently have no barley to process, so that's fine. Flax, we've probably got tons of it, albeit it's not in here. I mean, I could reduce the number of people in here. In fact, I will, because I don't need it massively. It's not a huge thing for us. So we got 8 in there. How many we got? 11, so we can get 8 there. That's nice. This is the thing now. I need more and more burgage plots. Right, so that one isn't quite full. Where else could I pinch some people from? Oh, we have a farmhouse here as well. I completely forgot about that one. Does this one have? It does. And these ones are all going through an upgrade. These ones are now full, these burgage plots. Okay, I don't know where else I can pinch people from, or where I'd feel comfortable pinching people from. That's probably a better way of putting it. Well, we may just have to see how it goes. Now, once these upgrade, hopefully it may give us, I don't know what we're doing here. We're going for level 2, so it doesn't give us any extra families, does it? Okay, well, let's see how we fare. We've clearly not got enough people yet. I could put some more burgage plots in, but I'm not too kind of fussed about that right now. What I do want to do is quickly just go and check over in the Iron Vale and see where we are with the forestry industry. Okay, so this forester's hut is now up and running. I'm going to chuck 2 people in there. I'm not going to tell them where to plant. I'm just going to let them build out in a circle. I think they start closest to their hut and they just work their way outwards. We do have the one that is not there. Forester's hut. What? Yeah, I think. Oh, we can actually relocate. That makes life a little bit easier. I'm tempted to put them pretty close to each other, so they sort of work in the same area. I mean, I could literally have them on each other's doorsteps, but I might set this one off. What's that? Yeah, okay. We could move the burial pit, I suppose. Maybe somewhere just over here. Maybe a little bit further away. There we go. Oh, is this going to be a save? Or was it just being a little bit slow? A little bit slow, that answers that question. And then we've got to think about things like the saw pit and the logging camp as well, because they're kind of going to struggle. I mean, I don't know where these guys are currently aiming at, but we'll tell them to solely work in that area for now. These guys, they are level 1, so they're still waiting for the game to kind of catch up there. Just have a quick look. Yeah, we're not doing that bad. Do you have any space in this one? We do. Yep. We are going to need another granary, because I think we only have the one over here. I think we do, you know. That's not good. That's not going to be useful to us at all. So I think we should probably put another granary in. And with the amount of vegetables we're going to have over here, I'm thinking somewhere here. We have market. Potentially when this moves, this could be a good area actually for vegetables. So maybe I'll put it somewhere over this side. But then there's no quick road through, albeit they can walk through the gardens. Maybe here. Yeah, that will do nicely for us. The Black Forest construction finished, burgage plot level 1. Excellent. So that's an upgrade for us. Let's have a quick nosy at what they're doing. Yeah, so they do seemingly start pretty close, which is what I suspected. Okay, perfect. I realised at the beginning I forgot about ye old jam jar. I didn't say what we were going to do over here. There's not a lot going on, to be fair. We can take all these people out now of the forager's hut. There's no need for that, because yes, that is done for. We have the church. So what are we kind of missing over here? So we are hunting. We're probably short of cloves. Yes. So we do have a hunter, which means we can do something with that. Just wait for the game to catch up there. Perfect. What are we looking for? Production, industry, tannery. There we go. And we'll just drop that in there. We could probably do... Oh, we do have a trading post. There we are. So I don't know what exactly we have to offer from this area. We have a lot of firewood, that's for sure. 1.4k berries. Jesus, it's a lot of berries. Now, if I remember rightly, we don't have any fertility over here. Even like there's no emmer fertility. That's kind of weird in itself. No flax, no barley. Yeah, they don't have a lot to offer, do they? I mean, to be fair, the only thing I particularly want over here is the manor anyway, so I can get the extra retinue and the taxes, of course. But we can't upgrade these yet until we have cloves. So I'm not too sure what we're going to do over here. You know, we could do clothing maybe. I don't know if we bring stuff in, or we could just export berries. They don't have a lot to offer. This is imagine starting in this zone. This would not be a very easy start, I don't think. Just having another quick look in my Museo over at the orchards. You can see there is some flowers down at the base there. I thought that was the trees, because the trees do have that kind of colour of blossom. But I think this is going to be a little bit later on, kind of in the year, when they start to get to that point where you can actually harvest them. I mean, if we look at the ones that have been around a little bit longer, you can see already there is some apples on them. And I think the original one, they're all different heights as well, which is kind of interesting. But I mean, they don't look far being off. That's weird. You can see the tree moving, but not the apple. I mean, I get that. I understand it, but it's a little bit weird, that, to be fair. This is kind of bugging me as well with the animals over here. But what else can I do? Something was sparkling there. It caught my eye. Oh, it's just some water. Never mind. Okay, back to the Iron Vale, and the forester's hut is complete. So we will chuck our 2 people in there. Our 2 people, our 2 families. One day I will learn to say that correctly. I don't know when. Maybe just as I get used to it, I'll start playing a different game where it is back to people. Maybe like Banished. I am tempted to do a little series of Banished. I haven't played Banished in a long time. And I just kind of think that'd be quite nice. Not enough goods. Well, that's fine because I don't want that many burgage plots. Just one would be nice. There we go. Perfect. That road is a little bit weird there, isn't it? Can we do that? And then we can Alt-click and remove that one, hopefully. Perfect. There we go. So that is another one. Oh, did I not put a road? Oh, right. It was just, yeah. That was the road I just removed, obviously. Excellent. Saw pits. Can we relocate? You can relocate that one. Logging camp. So you can relocate most of the buildings, which is quite interesting. So this one, I may relocate this more than once. So initially, I think we'll put it here. Wait for the game to think about that. Wow. That was quite a thing there. We got thunder. You know what's going to happen. Something's going to set on fire, isn't it? Supplies. Yes, we know what that'll be. And we'll move this over here as well. And again, wait for the... What? Jeez. It literally dropped down to 1 FPS when I moved that. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the game copes once we switch to Unreal Engine 6. Is it 5? 5, 6, 4, 5? I don't know. I think UE5. I think it's 5. I don't think 6 exists. I think it, maybe in my mind it does because yes, Woodcutter's Lodge. We're gonna need to move this one as well. In fact, we're gonna have to move most of this stuff. The Woodcutter's Lodge. Don't want to put it over here because well, those animals have moved. I think, haven't they? So potentially I could, but we might just keep it in the same area. There we go. We do need a little bit of fuel over here in Blutfeld. I was just thinking about that. Woodcutter's Lodge, where are we? Logging camp. Yeah, so it is this building. My brain left me there. What am I going to do? Because I don't really have the people. I was hoping some would move in. I could. Oh, wait a minute. The berries are completely done with, so we can take someone out of there. And we can put someone in there. Perfect. I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping that this thing is something that gets changed in the next update. So when you click on here, it shows you the area you have selected. Because that is a little bit frustrating. The church is coming along quite nicely as well. So it won't be long now until we can upgrade. Because that's the only thing that we're waiting for over here. Okay, our tannery is now complete in Ye Olde Jam Jar. I don't know how many hides we have. Let's have a quick look. 55. Oh, that'll definitely please them. Which means we can start the upgrade process. And that'll also generate some regional wealth over here as well, which is something we're going to struggle with initially, I think. I don't know how we'll kind of fare in the long run when it comes to that, but we shall see. Well, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to harvest in the rain. But we're kind of at that point, so I don't know when it's going to switch to September. We can't be far off. I could ask them to start harvesting early, but I need to remember to switch the bloody thing back off because I'm so forgetful when it comes to that. So I might start doing some of these fields and just keep an eye on when it switches date so I don't mess it up. So yeah, force early harvest. Let's get some of these fields done. Maybe just the ones that are here. 107 or 108, you're not quite ready. I mean, I could, by the time they get round to that field, there's a good chance that it will be full. In fact, I should just do it anyway because then I know where I'm up to. Perfect. Force early harvest. Okay, they're all pretty much there. So these are going to be wheat. Shouldn't that be barley next time? I'm tempted to switch this off, to be fair. In fact, I'm going to switch it off because I'm going to lose track of where I'm up to. And if I start planting early, we'll end up with the fields like over here. So I'll just have to remember to come back and change it to a different crop. Now that's going to be interesting because I am nothing if not forgetful. There we go. Right, I'm just going to go through and switch all these off. Well, this message that keeps coming up. Exposed stocks are getting soaked field. Well, I did say you probably shouldn't harvest in the rain because I'm pretty sure that you're not supposed to. I don't know how badly that's going to damage the stuff. Hopefully it stops raining soon. But just with regards to turning off crop rotation and manually doing this, I feel like this may split opinion, so I am really interested in what everyone thinks about this. Do you use the rotation or do you not? If you could let me know in the comments, I'd find that really useful because I hear different things and I sometimes kind of get confused. I might say this is wheat, barley, wheat, but then when it changes, I'll end up with two like barleys rather than, yeah, it just doesn't seem to work right, unless I'm doing something wrong, of course, which is entirely possible. I wish this rain would bloody stop. Granary in the Iron Vale. Oh, let's just flick over to that quickly and get the upgrade going, because that needs to be done. And that one's working as well. We're also moving at the saw pits, which has left me some free people. Do I need planks? No, I don't need any planks over here. That's nothing to worry about for the moment. The saw pit, okay, that's all good. Let's go back and sort this harvest out. Now, if this all goes to plan, this will be the biggest harvest I've ever done in this game, without a doubt, because that is a lot of, I mean, I'm not to confuse these ones over here, but that's a lot of fields to harvest. Hopefully we get these ones planted next season, and if they managed, and just bearing in mind this farmhouse isn't full, or that one is it this one that isn't as well? Yeah, so we still have space for more farmers, we just need more people. But food, yeah, food is building up. Oh, that is something interesting. We will go over and take a look at that. Now, we don't need to assign anyone to it, and the rain has stopped. If not by an act of God, the church is built and the rain stops. Soon as this gets a nice little colour in there, I was hoping it would happen fairly quickly, but maybe they need to go to church first, who knows? We can upgrade, or at least start the process of. Are we still making, what are we looking for? Saw pit here. We have nobody in there currently. We have 15 planks, so we should be okay. There we go, perfect. Also, it doesn't take any planks, interesting. So we will upgrade these two instantly, which means we can get the point we need. In fact, we will be allowed to build a manor over here as well, won't we? So we have the manor. We should get a point for, what is it I'm thinking about? It will be this one. Doubles the amount of meat harvested. And then once the manor is built, we can also switch to this policy where wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast at the cost of 50% reduced yield from crops. Well, we have no crops over here. So this area, I think, really is aptly named now, because it's going to be like the butchers of our regions, really. This one should probably produce more meat than anywhere else. And because I don't plan to expand the population too much, other than, you know, to have hunters, we're probably going to have a lot of meat. And just watching the farmers work over here, as you can see. Right, barley. So is this going to be the next season? Wait a minute, can you not change? Right, so you can't change them while they have a crop. But I can, oh, I missed a field there. But I can go in and change them now if I want to. So wheat's 54, barley. So I should just be able to change it to the other one that I'm going to want quite easily. So if I just, yeah. It won't let me do that one yet. Is that because it's not fully harvested? Okay, that's fair enough. Barley. See, this could be quite time consuming. I wonder, what's the lowest? This is another question for people. What's the lowest number you accept here for a field before you think it's not worthwhile planting anything? You see, because still like 50% of barley, I'm assuming that'll be half the yield. I mean, if it works as literally as it seems. But potentially it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like half a yield is better than no yield at all, especially if you don't need whatever the options are. But I am interested to know what you think about that. Right, hopefully they clear all this stuff. I'm surprised. Oh, it is September now. There we go. I was about to say, I didn't even hear the church bell going, which is quite interesting. So I don't know if they will prioritize hauling this stuff or whether they prioritize going to harvest the fields. I'm assuming their priority will be harvesting. There's a lot of people wandering around. Yeah, so they're going straight onto the harvest. I'm assuming some of the families will come and collect this. I mean, what does it say when we have a look here? Have I got no people in this place? What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. Okay, I completely missed this one. What can I do about that? What? That is an issue. I mean, it's not, but it is, if you know what I mean. I could take some traders out temporarily, I suppose. That is an option. What are you, hunters? Ooh, the decisions. Ooh, right, these guys in here. Is the game going to save? It is. Right, at the moment, these don't have a market stall, so I will take those 3 families. put them in there. In fact, to be 4 because there's a spare family. Okay. See, that could have been bad. I mean, it may be, maybe not. These ones are still building. Are we on level 2? Oh, these are all new. I thought I was upgrading them. Wait a minute, I'm confused because they have crops. In fact, they all have gardens. I've done some upgrade. Oh, maybe it's the additional house on the side of them. That's probably what I've done. Let me have a quick look here. Yes. Okay, so that's where I'm getting my additional families from. Makes sense. Okay, I'm not losing it completely. And we have our first level 2 Burgish plot over here in Blutfeld. They've not even started on the other one yet. We also have an additional family, which is not too bad at all. Just want to make sure... I get really paranoid about this. Just make sure that they are chopping the trees in the right area. Do we have a forester? We do. Oh, no. Well, actually, we could put the additional person in there. Unlimited work area. Let's just make... Oh, it's unlimited. Wait a minute. Is that what it says? Okay, we'll leave that as is then. I'm quite happy with that. That's not a problem at all. So we just need the other one, and that should give us then the additional point that we need. I'm assuming we've got the wood. That's fine with me. Okay. It's interesting that these Burgish plots are still saying that they don't have access to these resources, and I'm pretty sure it's not as bad as they're making out. No, look, it's interesting it's taking so long. I guess as the more you expand, the more you build, the game's going to slow down on some things. So that's entirely possible. It looks like some of the fields have started ploughing and then they've decided against it. Yeah, it's like half a job almost. What about the ones over here? What's going on? Okay, so they are currently in the process of harvesting those. We could really do with more people. It's a shame you can't like hire like farmhands at a certain cost. You know, like you can hire mercenaries. Storage is full, deep mine. That is absolute madness. Let me have a quick look at that. Oh, okay. Do you know what? I might stop them for a while. We've probably got a ridiculous amount of clay anyway. Let me go to surplus. Switch that to maximum. Clay, 222. Yeah, that's more than enough for now. I just don't want to keep doing that forever and ever. This Burgish plot is in place, so we will put vegetables and then expand living space all in one go. Food 5 months. That is a little bit worrisome, isn't it? I think because the only food they can currently get, let's put someone in here, is from there, and the vegetables and the eggs. Hunting. Have you actually found something, or are you going home? Let's speed this up and just follow. Because you're not carrying anything, are you? Why would you be all the way over there? It depends where the animals are. I need to find them. I thought they were back over here. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Maybe he was just doing something else. I mean, if he hunts here... Oh, no. Oh, it's not even in this area completely. Wow. Hey, and there we go. Yeah. There's an extra point. My goodness, that is some distance for them to be traveling. What can one do? Is this the area I'm looking for? It is. So we need advanced skinning. That's the one we wanted. Double the amount of meat. Perfect. And slow the game down a second. Does that mean now that we can, assuming we've got what we need to do it? Yes. But we don't have the planks. Okay. We need the saw pit. We need someone in there. We don't have anyone spare, so the forester's hut. Sorry. We're going to pinch someone from there. We still have a few houses here that are yet to have some people move in, but that will happen in due course. Alright, just looking over here now in the Black Forest, most of the crops have been harvested. There's a few little patches that haven't, but most of those have been done. Obviously, the ones here were done earlier on. As you can see, the ploughing is now in process. And over this side, it looks to be a few patches. This one needs a bit of work on it. Oh, so they did manage to get some crops from these fields. That is really weird. I wish I knew how much. Oh, there we go, 6. So even though there was technically no seed here at all, they have actually managed to get some resource from them, which is really funny. What I find odd is the fact that they can plough the field while there is still crops just sat on the field, and I've just realized something that I've not done. So these ones, I've changed them to their crop for next year, but I've not done it for the other ones, so I should probably quickly do that. Oh, 19%. Yeah, we can't be accepting that. Right, all my fields are now been changed for the next season, bar this one. And as you can see, it's raining again. So what does that mean for us? Well, any crops that are currently sat on the fields, which they're now running out and collecting, are going to get damaged. It looks like they've collected most of it though, so it's not too bad at all. And we've had some of the fields ploughed. This is going to be really interesting. I am kind of waiting with bated breath to see if they manage to get all these fields done. And if they do, and we still don't have full farmhouses in some of these instances, then oh, we're almost there. Yeah, which means I could put more fields, definitely, but we will need more burger spots. In fact, well, let's slow that down just a second. You're full. You can take another family because we had another one unassigned. And this one, oh yeah, we'll definitely have barley from you. Okay, so now it looks like, yeah, quite a few of these over here have been ploughed. I think these were the ones that were sort of last to be harvested. Yeah, there's not that many people in here. Perfect. I am really hoping this works. I don't quite understand why. So we got these requirements not met. So when we hover over the buildings, it's to do with food. So food stall supply, basically saying they're only getting one, but they want full. But then when you hover over the market, we're at 85%, and there's clearly more than 4 types of food available. I find it rather bizarre. Now, obviously we have the granary here, which I can actually put another family into, to be fair. And we have a space here for market stalls as well. So hopefully this sort of works, and there is things they can pick up from here. We have the bakery as well. So yeah, I'd be interested to see how that works. But yeah, it keeps happening, and I don't know if it's a glitch in the game or something I'm doing wrong. So I thought I'd quickly switch back over to Blutfeld, because I'm pretty sure we now have what it takes to build our manor. Now, where we'd like to build this, let me think. The edge of the map's here, so I am sort of tempted to build it in this direction. There's no real... Where's the contour lines? It looks reasonably flat. So I don't know if I just build it sort of... Can you build over the King's Road? Possibly. I'm thinking about the wall of... actually, it may break the game if I go over there, so maybe we won't. But I know obviously you have the gatehouse that goes with the wall, so potentially... Do we have enough to build that as well? Limit reached, huh? Okay, cool. So that works. We will need to build the wall at some point. I'm going to build that road that way. Then we'll connect it there, and we'll sort of see later on how it works. I am interested. In fact, we can find that out now, can't we? Oh no, we have to wait. How it would react to the King's Road and whether you can build over it. But I don't want to cause any issues with traders. So I just feel like it's probably best that we kind of don't encompass the King's Road with the wall of the manor. So just looking at fuel is at 7 months over here. Woodcutter's Lodge, we have one in there. I could put another family in there. I think we may be fine. We are going into winter. That's the only sort of concern. So I might actually do that. We've still got 3 more families, which I'd like to assign to a Hunter's Lodge, which we currently don't have. So we could sort of get one of those in a Hunter's Lodge, Hunter's Cabin, same thing. There we go. We'll get that in place. You see some lovely autumnal coloured leaves now coming up on these orchard trees over in the Black Forest. They've now got food for 11 months until they trade most of it away. I don't know how we're doing for... Let me come out of that menu. So food, we have 396 bread. We have a lot of veg, not much meat. I think they were hunted in the right area over here. I don't think we had any issues with that. Apples. Some of this stuff's being traded in, such as honey, because we don't produce honey over here. At least I don't think we do. No, we don't. So that is not too bad. I'm just looking at the fields because we're now in October. Where are we up to? Well, there's quite a few ploughed, but not enough fields. I mean, what are they doing over there? Are they still collecting goods? Oh my goodness. This is probably going to go very, very badly. I can see the swarm of locusts on the horizon there, slowly but surely coming over. Now these fields, I'm hoping It looks like they're coming to actually do some ploughing and even harvesting, unless you just kind of carry these sort of tools generically. But most of these fields over here are ploughed, so hopefully, aside from collecting some of the resources, they're going to start spreading some seeds. Because I don't know if, let's have a look here. They're still carrying resources. This could end up being a very, very bad harvest season. Now, I could stop them from doing some of the fields, but I want to try this just so you don't have to. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. And such is life, and hopefully we kind of recover. So December is upon us, and as you can see, we have the first snow of the year. So I bet you're wondering how well we did. I'm certainly wondering myself. I've not looked properly yet. So let's just start with this small area. I can see straight away that one doesn't even look like it's been fully ploughed. Oh, it has, but obviously not fully seeded. But then when we look at the other ones, these ones here are looking quite good. Yeah, so some of these didn't quite make it, but quite a few of the other ones did. So that's not too bad at all. So what about over here? Again, I'm just looking at the higher numbers. So that's okay. So I've got a rough idea for these size fields, what we're going to be producing over here. They all look, yeah, most of these I think have been done. Yes. Perfect. So them ones are fine, albeit they're quite small fields. So I'm not expecting huge numbers. Here, I'd say it appears they've all been done as well. So what are we, about 2 fields that haven't been done properly? Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5 definitely, because it's such a big field. It looks to be that, oh, well, maybe this one. Yeah. And that one maybe, yeah. So they've not done actually a bad job. In fact, yeah, most of them are not too bad at all. So considering we didn't have the full amount of people we needed, I think come next year, assuming we're not in the middle of a battle or something, we could probably get all of these done with just a few more families. So that's actually really positive. I'm going to leave a couple of families in each one, just obviously because they need to thresh. I mean, yeah, this is not a great deal anyway, but we'll do that, and we'll reassign these families back into the various buildings they need to be in, like the malt house for one. We also need people in the windmill. In fact, we'll check how much. In fact, let me pause the game before they do too much, because I'm interested to see how much grain and things we've got. Did the malt house over here need people? It certainly did. I think this logging camp needs to remove as well. I don't know why we still have it over here. Oh, waits with bated breath for the game to think about what it wants to do. Perfect. And we'll put 2 more families in there because we were still getting this sort of unhappiness thing going on. And we got the farmhouse over here as well. Perfect. You are done. Same here. Right. I think that's all my farmhouses potentially. But it's probably not. It's probably still more somewhere because we don't quite have as many people spare as I would have thought. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So we are on total goods stored. So we have 693 wheat, 634 barley. Wow. Okay. And flax. Well, we still have a lot of flax. It's always the way. So we have 125 grain still, 559 flour. That's before we've even processed what we have. We need to really look at the bakeries because, yeah, they're not producing enough, or at least not quickly enough. Malts is 0, obviously. And how much ale? 79. Okay. How much bread do we currently have? 466. Yes, the bakeries are not working quick enough at all. That's the tailor shop, not a bakery. So I'm not sure what the best way of dealing with that is. I mean, I've got more bakeries now. I think it was like 3 maybe. So yeah, something we just kind of need to look into because they're just not processing things quick enough. And I've lost my bearings. Here we go. And how is the manor doing over here? We're getting there slowly. I think, yeah, well, you know, take a little bit longer, but then we'll get to a decent point here. And the old jam jar, where are we? Did we upgrade to any? Right, so we need some level 2 buildings over here. We hadn't done that, I think, simply because we didn't have cloves, but now we do. So I can do 2 of those, and that means that in the next episode we can get a manor over here too, so that will give us 2 additional retinues, and that will make it really interesting when we come to take one of his other regions. I'm not too sure. I'm probably going to go for this one just for the iron. We might leave this one till last. There's no particular, you know, rhyme or reason for these top 2, but I think we may go for him and Ruth next. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, but until next time, take care.